Hello and welcome to the Big Idea Show. In today's show, I am joined by pro boxer Josh Kennedy.
Hi guys.
Hello. We're going to be talking about the motivation and the confidence of a champ. That's going to be coming up after the title. Josh Kennedy, welcome. Thank you for joining us in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
Good. So you've just rocked up after you've been teaching, haven't you?
Yeah, coaching, yeah.
Absolutely. Cool. Good stuff. And we're going to be hearing a little bit more about your confidence and motivation to do ultimately what you do, right?
Yeah.
So I guess the things that I'm particularly interested in is... I think a lot of people will say when it comes to any sport, how do you get the motivation to kind of be training? But also I'm personally interested in there's a lot of confidence and in boxing particularly, people are kind of put up this front, don't they, of you have to kind of like the pre-match stuff.
Yeah.
And that balance between the front and the actual confidence. So that's what I'd like to come on to in a little bit.
Yeah.
But before any of that, we're going to start with some quick fire questions.
Let's do it.
You up for them?
Yeah.
Okay. First one. See, for the other guests this month on this theme, I've kind of added if you were a boxer. I don't have to add this
No,
for you. What is your walk-on song?
Right, so my first ever fight, I boxed as an amateur for 10 years, and I boxed at the Leeds Kid 4 back in 2004, and I come out to Cotton Eye Joe. I don't know why, it's just a song that I used to listen to in my dad's van. I'd probably say I'm retro, so any like 80s and 90s hip hop, stuff like that.
Okay.
It's the one thing I hate is stereotypical people coming out to like heavy metal, like drum and bass, really aggressive music. I think I come out to Michael Jackson Thriller, I've come out to Slade, Christmas song.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything that makes me happy really, I'm going to come out to, whether people like it or not.
Okay, nice, I like it. Right, second question, a bit of a deeper one. What is confidence?
Oh, well, it's just I imagine it's like self-belief. Like, you know, there's no point doing a sport where you know you're going to get hurt or something. You've got to have confidence in yourself. For me, I get my confidence from how hard I train. People go to me, no, do you not find boxing hard? Boxing is easy. It's the training that's the hard part. You know, people get it mixed up. They think the training's easy, the boxing's hard. When you're boxing, all you're doing is practicing what you've been doing for the last 10 weeks in your training camp. So as long as my training camp's gone good, that's where I get my confidence from. You see me walk out to the ring with a big old smile on my face.
Okay, like it. And what is motivation?
Well, that's, I guess I get my motivation from what I want in the sport and what I want in general. Mainly like a big, nice car. No, I'm just So, you know, I've always enjoyed boxing. I've always loved doing it. And then it's not until you get a little bit older you realise what it can give you. You know, like it can give me a better life for me and my child. Because, you know, there is money in the sport. But at the same time, it's something I'm very proud of. So, you know, just, you know, to be able to say I'm English champion, you know, that motivates me to, you know, I want to be British champion, you know, I want to be Commonwealth champion. So doing well in the sport motivates me to do even better. It's probably one of the handful of things I'm proud of about in my life, to be honest with you.
I like it, nice. Okay, and what is your Dutch courage of choice?
I don't know, like, what, before a fight or?
Just in general. Could be for anything.
Alcohol, I guess. I'm quite a confident person. I say things without thinking, then I'm thinking, I shouldn't have said that. So I don't really have one. But
life.
Yeah, life. We go with that. Yeah. No, I'd probably say vodka. I'm going to stick to that one.
Yep. Right. What if you were to sum up like the mantra, the meaning of your life in a tweet? What would it be?
I guess don't say no. Or apart to like drugs and don't do drugs, kids. No, like I said, you literally we're only here once, aren't we? You know, so for me, I don't want to be on my deathbed and thinking, I wish I'd have done that. It's hard to say yes to anything. You just give it a go.
That's a good one.
It's the same with boxing. When I first started boxing, I knew what boxing was. I had no desire to go do it whatsoever. I mean, there's nothing there. But my cousin was like, come on, just give it a go. I walked onto the gym and I fell in love with it. So from there on, I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. Table tennis. Didn't think I'd like table tennis. Now I get thrashed. I get thrashed by my brother like on a monthly basis at table tennis now.
Amazing.
So it's just things you wouldn't think you'd enjoy. So I just give anything a go. Just try something once.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, what is your lucky number?
16.
Okay, any reason?
Do you remember like when not slot machines, like the casino machines first come out, like in like the bookies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think the first time I ever went in there, I put number on 16, I won like French pounds.
Wow.
I was only about 17 as well.
Yeah.
No, and it's my birthday as well, and I think I googled it, and it's like lucky number 4 for someone who's born on like around July as well.
Okay.
No, they're probably lying to me.
Cool.
We'll say 16.
Right. What is the worst thing that someone can say to you to try and motivate you?
I wouldn't say try and motivate me, but, and it sounds rude, like the amount of people they say to me before a fight, and I really appreciate all the support I get, but it's when someone goes to me, oh, good luck. Like luck's going to help me win the fight.
Yeah.
And I don't mean it in a nice way. I love all my messages, and I get hundreds before a fight. But it's when someone goes, good luck tonight. Like, luck's not going to win me a fight. It's the weeks and weeks of training. But yeah, it's not annoying, but it's almost like, oh, am I only going to win on luck?
Yeah.
So I'd probably say that one.
Okay, it makes total sense. I get it. Okay, what would you say is a single moment that you remember where you felt either the most motivated or the most confident?
I can't pick like a specific one, but confident. I sparred a world champion once, and after the session, I thought to myself, I've just sparred and held my own with a world champion, and that was a massive confident boost for me. But as much as what was everyone?
Confident or motivated?
Motivated. It was when I was training for my English title fight, because I knew that winning that title, it could change my life. And on top of that, I had a sponsor at the time, Silver Air Solution, got them in there. And the owner said to me, if you win this fight, I'll make sure you never have to work again. So, having that in the back of my head, like, if I win this fight, I'm going to be financially secured so I can train. So my job is, I'm a full-time professional athlete, whereas before I was getting up at 6, going to do this, going to work 9 till 5, then going back to the gym. So that was a massive motivational thing for me, knowing that if I win this fight, I can be a full-time boxer. So that was so it's money then, I guess.
Well, it's the freedom to do what you love.
Yeah, exactly that. Like I said,
so
I wake up now, I go to the gym, I get to pick my little boy up from the school, and it's the best thing in there, and that's all because of boxing, really.
Amazing, that's good. Okay, so what is one thing that you're currently doing that you would like to be more motivated for? Doesn't have to be boxing related.
Decorating my house. It's taking ages. Like, I do one room at a time, and I get halfway through, and I just stop for like a good old month. It's ridiculous. Most of the stuff in my house is quite geeky as well, so I've just done my bathroom in like a Pac-Man maze. Amazing. And that took me like 4 weeks. Wow. But yeah, so I wish I'd be a bit more motivated to decorate. Okay. I get really excited about starting it, and then halfway through, like, it can't be hard.
Yeah. Okay. And what is something that you're not currently doing that you'd like to have the confidence to do?
I don't know. I'm pretty confident to give anything a go. Dancing. I've always wanted to try dancing, actually. Okay. Like ballroom stuff. It looks kind of cool. Like, can we edit that out? No. Yeah, no.
You're going to have people coming to you saying, "Oh, I've got a class. You can come and join in."
Class, yeah. No. Like I said, anything I haven't tried before, really. I'll give anything a go. To be honest with you, whether it's not the stereotypical thing a boxer should be doing or not. Like, if I'm going to enjoy it, I'm going to enjoy it, aren't I?
Yeah, definitely. There is I did last year, Strictly Come Dancing. It was Folkestone. It was a charity event. I think if they do it next year, you should definitely get involved. It's for charity.
I wouldn't say no to that, absolutely.
No. Okay, I'll tell them to come after you. Okay, right. Let's go into the proper interview now.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm kind of, the theme for this month is confidence and motivation. So those are the particular elements, and I think particularly around sport, it's something that's hugely challenging for a lot of people. The confidence to go to the gym, for example, if they've never done it before, try a new sport, or the motivation to keep going. But before, I guess I want to hear about your story, about how you've got to where you are today, and kind of, I guess, the key points along that you think motivation and confidence were really pivotal.
Okay, well, I mean, I started boxing when I was 13. I used to do taekwondo before that, and I really enjoyed that. I actually kicked the crap out of my brother in a tournament, so I just want to get that in there as well.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like I said, my cousin said, come along to the gym, give it a go, and like I said, I fell in love with it. I had 79 amateur fights, I won 60 of them. And it wasn't until I was about 20 that I actually thought about the professional career. I never thought about earning money from it. I just did it because I loved it. And it was because, obviously, I'm not the youngest of five brothers. And, you know, they was all better than me at football or whatever. And at boxing, I was not naturally talented, but I was better than them at it because I tried harder, you know. And I just want to point out I wasn't naturally talented at boxing. It was like the other way around. It took me like 20 fights to learn how to throw a proper jab.
Okay.
But, you know, the more I did it, the more I wanted to get better at it. And then when I was around 20, I had a conversation with my coach, and he said, you know, think about turning professional. And I didn't for a couple of years. And then I think it was when I was 24, I decided to turn professional. And I haven't looked back yet. But along the lines, it's the things that have, like, you know, spurred me a little bit more. Like I said, I got kicked out of school when I was 13 for being a bit of an idiot. You know, and boxing kind of kept me on the straight and narrow. And it wasn't until I think I won an English championship when I was 17, and then, you know, that's when I took it really, really seriously. And after that, you know, I said I got a little boy, and he kind of, you know, it's a very proud moment when you become a dad for the first time. So you're not just boxing because you love it or you want to make a career for yourself. Now I've got someone else who depends on me, and I can't wait for the day that my son realises what's going on and goes, oh, that's my dad on TV, or my dad's this, you know. It's a really proud moment. So for me, out of all that stuff, I think my little boy motivates me now, because I do a lot of stuff in primary schools. I do assemblies and talk to loads of kids, and, you know, I can't wait for the day that I'm going to my little boy's primary school and he's sitting in the front row. You know, I can point because that's my little boy there. It's going to be a very proud moment for me. Like I said, there's a handful of things that I'm proud of in my life, and boxing and my little boy's one of them. Yeah.
Oh, that's really sweet. Okay, can I take you back just a little bit there? Because there's something you said that I think for maybe people listening out there, which will be interesting about, you didn't start off, you weren't naturally kind of. What gave you the confidence and motivation to keep going? Because I think that's a wonderful thing for people to get, that, you know, all kind of pro athletes don't necessarily get it straight away.
No, of course not. I mean, no one ever picks something up and they're all actually world class at it. I mean, I've been doing it 13 years, and I'm still learning now. Like, I'll still go and watch someone, and I'm thinking, and the kid might have only had like 10 amateur fights, and you see something like the little 13-year-old does, you think, oh, I'm going to give that a go. I'm always learning things. But when I did walk into the gym, and, you know, there were kids that were far better than me, but I can't explain it. I just fell in love with boxing, and you know, I just wanted to be punching the bag or doing sit-ups or something the whole time. And the more I did it, the more I fell in love with it. And you know, that's pretty much my story, really. But yeah, it's definitely, I was never naturally talented at it. I bet, I'm surprised my coach stuck with me for as long as he did, because I could be quite frustrating, to be honest with you.
So would you say then that it sounds like the kind of the enjoyment and the pursuit of learning or getting better at something trumps motivation and confidence?
Absolutely.
For you?
I mean, you've got to enjoy the sport in particular, if, you know. But for me, it was definitely the love I had for the sport. I just always wanted to be in the gym, like, just the smell of it. I just loved boxing, so I always wanted to be there. And obviously, the more I was there, the better I got. I didn't realise I was getting better. It wasn't until I had about 35 fights I thought, oh man, I can actually box a little bit. You know what I mean? I tell you, it's a classic example. My mum used to pay to come to the venues where I'd box. She'd pay, like, I don't know, like £10, £15 to get into every, like, sports venue to watch me box. As soon as the referee would call my name out from the crowd, she'd get up and leave. Right? And it wasn't until I boxed for England that she started watching my fights. She went, oh, he's boxed for England, he can actually, like...
What, was that just because she was nervous for you?
I'm a youngest boy, and she just thought, you know, she'd never looked at me as a fighter or anything. She looks at me and sees a youngest kid. But like I said, it wasn't until I boxed for England that she actually started watching my fights. Even my last fight, I just boxed, I beat the former Commonwealth champion, and she was saying to me, she was watching, she was... Like, to me, when you're boxing, you don't really feel it until afterwards, the adrenaline kind of. So, but yeah, she doesn't like watching me get hit. It's fair enough. I'm a baby boy.
Yeah, that makes sense, totally. Okay, so can I ask you now about the confidence side, both the actual confidence for you building up to a fight, and then having the confidence to step in and know that, you know, someone's going to be throwing punches at you. It's not a natural situation, I would say, for the human being.
It is you deal with it different ways. As an amateur boxer, you see, like, 13 years old, and you go into the ring and you know that you're going to have a fight with this person, and it's allowed. No one's going to stop it. It's not like a street fight or anything. You are going to get punched in the face, and it's allowed. So an unnatural feeling. You know, most people have never been in a fight in their lives, but to get into a fight and know that it's going to be scored is a really unnatural feeling. And I suffered with nerves for about 2 or 3 years as an amateur, and then all of a sudden one day it just went, and you know, and that's that confidence. You know that, you know, you can look after yourself. You've got this. You know, all the training I do, it gives you confidence. And now, I'm smiling on the way to the ring. I can't wait to go get punched in the faces. Mate, you watch other boxers when they're doing their ring walk, they look really aggressive and look really like anxiety or whatever it is. With me, I come out and I look ridiculous. I've got a big smile on my face. I'm dressed in like my boxing skirt. Yeah. But I love boxing, and I get all my confidence from how hard I train. Yeah. So I'm training, for 10 weeks leading up to a fight twice a day, and like I said, I've done all the hard work in them 10 weeks. All I've got to do now is get in the ring and practice what I've been doing for 10 weeks. Yeah. So I get the confidence from how hard I train.
Okay, yeah. And how, this kind of the front of boxing, the confidence and the chat. But like you said, you're very different from that. You're kind of smiley and happy going into it, right? Do you find it hard when the other person is really kind of, like you said, macho or kind of the typical confident chat?
I'm not macho. What are you trying to say?
Well, they're giving all the aggressive.
Yeah, I think the first time I did like a face-off thing, I just started laughing. No, I just can't. Like I said, I'm not a very intimidating person, to be honest with you. When I get if someone was rude or something, then it's a bit different. But boxing is a spectator sport, and you do have to build up the fight, and people want to see a bit of aggression, a bit of a bit of macho-ness, and that is what sells fights. But for me, I'll give it a go, but it's just. Who's going to believe it? Who's going to believe it?
That's the thing. That's the ultimate confidence is being yourself.
Yeah, of course.
And if someone laughs in you, if you're laughing at them, then that's definitely going to knock them off.
I've got I've got a Pokemon T-shirt at home. Who am I trying to impress? I'm not going to try and fool anybody. I mean, boxing's boxing. You can talk the talk, but at the end of the day, if you get in the everyone gets punched in the face, and you're either going to deal with it or you're going to crumble. Yeah. So for me. I do what I sit at home and I play in Nintendo with my little boy. I go. I do childish stuff, and it's only when the bell goes that you've got to kind of turn into that, that athlete, that boxer. Outside of the ring, I'm just, a bit of a knob.
It sounds like you clearly enjoy it and love what you do, which is awesome. So, okay, can I ask you now about the outside stuff? That's the training and the fight itself. What about the stuff around it, which is ultimately you've got to fund your own training, and the self-promotion side of getting yourself out there and progressing your career so that you can be the best and go out and do those training, do those fights wherever you have to travel or whatever may be. The next step for you? Well,
luckily for me, like I said, now I've got a full-time sponsor, so my job is that I get paid I wake up and I go to the gym, I come home, I have a little relaxing session, I have some proper food. That's the main thing for me. Is when I was funding myself, I'd get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go running, then I'd have to go to work from 9 till 5, and then I'm squeezing meals in, so that when I should be having proper meals, having like cereal bars because I didn't have time to do it. Now, like I said, I wake up, I train in London now, so I get to travel to London, train in a professional gym, I have a proper meal on the way home, I come back. I had a nap in the middle of the day because I can't.
Oh my God, that's the best. That's the life of an athlete.
I had a nap for an hour and then go back to the gym. So it helps massively. But I said I only got it because of how hard I worked for it. But having the funding definitely helps. In the progression, obviously, I worked hard to get to that level. Now it's a little bit easier now, but I'm still working hard, but it's a little bit easier because you've got a little bit more time. Like I said, I get time to pick my little boy up from school and go play table tennis with my brother. Something like that.
And do you find promoting yourself hard?
Yeah, I mean, being from a small seaside town like Folkestone, you've only got people in one direction. If you're in London, you've got people all the way around you can sell tickets to and promote yourself. Where you're down here, it's hard because it's just a seaside town. And the majority of my fights are in London, so if I'm selling tickets, I've got to kind of convince you guys to come and travel 70 miles. And I've been so lucky to have such a massive fan base. I mean, when I won my English title, I had 350 people from Folkestone come up to watch me box.
Wow.
It was mad. I think I couldn't believe it. I'm just a kid from Dallas Ferry got kicked out of school, and now I've got like a troop of 350 folks and lads and women and kids coming up to support me. But it is hard when you've got to promote yourself. You're paying your own money. You've got to go and make posters, advertise your fight, put it in the papers, social media, stuff like that. So it is hard, but like I said, it's a little bit easier now because I've got the full-time sponsor and I've got a little bit more time to do it. But hopefully, I've got a promotional contract coming up with Frank Warren. That should, when that comes into effect, hopefully it'll be a little bit easier for me. Let him do it.
Absolutely, and you focus on the stuff that really matters, right? Josh, it's been awesome chatting to you.
Oh, thank you.
Is there any final words you'd like to say? before we give people the information of how they can find out more information about you, how they can follow you?
Just in general? Or,
yeah, just anything in general you'd like to say? Or we covered everything?
No, follow my career, I guess.
Yeah.
Social media sites, Josh Kennedy Boxing, there we go.
Okay, on all the sites?
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram. I'm not on Twitter yet. I don't class myself as a celebrity or a proper athlete to get on Twitter yet. I'll get round to it, I promise.
Josh Kennedy Boxing.
Josh Kennedy Boxing.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.